Assigning grade rules to notches. If you want to assign a grade rule to a notch, the first thing that you have to be aware of is what type of notch do you have. You can only apply grade rules to coded notches, not to on-point notches. So there are two ways how you can apply a grade rule to a notch. For example, I want to apply the same grade rule as is on the data point also to the notch. First way to proceed is use the function notch modify, click onto your notch. The editor of this notch opens up and you see there is this field with the notch grade rule, and if you want to apply a grade rule to the notch, you just enter the number of the rule, and as soon as you confirm, the rule is attached to the notch. As you can see, there is a difference between a graded point and a graded notch, and that refers to the position of where the grade rule is applied. If you apply a grade rule to a data point, you have to highlight the data point and give the number. And if you look at the notch, it looks different. The rule number does not stand at the data points of the notches, but it stands directly on the line of the notch. That is the case because a notch always has a line grading. And if you use the function notch modify, you make sure that the grade rule is applied to the correct position on the notch. If you want to delete the grade rule from a notch, again click onto the notch and just enter the value 0. Then the grade rule disappears. The second way how you can apply the grade rule to a notch is by using the function grade generate modify exchange grade rule. In this case, you would have to highlight the notch. Again, not the data points. You really have to zoom in, highlight the notch. Your cursor has to be beside the data point, so the notch needs to be highlighted, but not the cursor not on the data point. You press spacebar and enter the rule number that you want to apply, and you see the rule is attached to the line and not to the data points. If I move my cursor to the data points, you can see there is nothing there. Only if I highlight the line, I can see the attached grade rule of my notch, and that is the correct position. If I would give my grade rule to the data point like this, it might look correct, but the information does not go to the notch. So if I check it, you can see that there is still no grade rule applied to the notch because it's mandatory that the grade rule is applied to the line of the notch. Like this.